What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Gear, There, and Everywhere. My name's Dom, and as usual, I'm joined by my co-hosts Sam, Ryan, Paul, and Mike. But tonight, we're debuting a new platform.
On the side of a river.
There you go. No, it's, what is this called, Mike? Riverside?
Riverside? What's that?
Riverside, yeah, we have decided to move on from Zoom and subscribe to a professional podcast platform. We'll record up to 4K video, we're going to sound better, look better, and have a much more professional presentation in 2025. Something to look forward to. Ryan, I think you visited a major studio recently, haven't you?
I did. I went to Studio 2. Well, it was pretty cool. Got to go to Abbey Road. It's kind of crazy how close together everything is over there. First place we went on this tour was Marylebone Station, which is where they filmed the opening sequence of A Hard Day's Night. And we got there, I walked there and I was like, oh, that alleyway looks like the opening shot. And it was. and then you go inside and you can see some of the area where John, George, and Ringo sat at the telephone booths, hiding from fans or whatever. And so then we finished that whole area and then walked like 5 minutes and they're like, oh, this is the building where Paul and Linda got married. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's all like super local.
Yeah, and then you walk another 5 minutes and he's like, oh, this is John and Yoko's apartment that they rented from Ringo that Jimi Hendrix also lived in. It's like it's all right next to each other, so that was pretty surprising. Abbey Road is a little farther away. The particularly funny thing, so Abbey Road is where you go at the end of the trip. You get on the train for a little bit, the underground, and I didn't want to be that guy taking a billion photos in front of the street because it's an active street and people get pissed off at the tourists walking around. But this guy, he was like not wanting people to take a ton of photos, I'm sure, but so he wasn't doing that too much. And I had said to him like, oh, do you know where Paul's house is relative to here? Because I was planning to go after, and he's like, oh, well, you're not, like, Paul told me to not send people to his house, so who knows if this guy met Paul or not. But I was like, oh, well, the address has been publicly known since 1965, so I'm gonna walk there anyway. So
Cavendish, isn't it, like right down the road?
Yeah, it's just 7 Cavendish Avenue.
Is this his current house or like his old house?
He still lives there. Yeah, he bought it in 1965. It's like a 7-minute walk from Abbey Road.
Wow.
So it's really very close. So I walked over there.
Let's all go stalk Paul McCartney. I think.
But great. I didn't stop in front of it because there's multiple cameras at the gate. And I was like, they're watching. But it was funny because on Thursday, then we did another walking tour to see different areas. And that guy had a completely different approach. He's like, oh yeah, and after this, you can go walk by Paul's house if you want. And like some people steal his trash because it's valuable, because it's Beatles trash. But we had learned from the first guy about this Christmas quartet concert. The string quartet was going to play in Studio 2. While on like the last couple of days that we were going to be in London, and it was sold out, but we got tickets from a reseller at like the same price, and it was only £30 a ticket to get in, which is crazy. That never happens.
What's that in dollars? I can't do that math.
It's like $40 or something.
That's nothing.
Usually to get into Studio 2, it's like £200 to get in for like a talk or something like that. So it's pretty rare to get in for that cheap.
Sam, do you have any updates from the new year you'd like to share? You had a honeymoon too, right?
Yes. My wife and I went to Belgium and then to Paris, and it was amazing. We had been to Paris once before, ate a lot of escargot, did all the cool touristy stuff like eating, Belgian waffles and chocolates. One of my favorite trips that we did together was London, like a rock and roll tour of London. It was this guy named Ronnie Scott, not the Ronnie Scott, like the jazz club in London, but he had a Rolls Royce and brought us around all the famous spots, not just Beatles, but like Freddie Mercury's house and all that. So we got to do Abbey Road, and Paul's house is really close. We only got to go in the gift shop, so I'm jealous of Ryan. But
it's
I'm
a very
excited
nice
for
gift shop, though.
It is very nice. Have you been, Michael?
Yeah, twice. And
oh, really?
I did the crosswalk photo twice and almost got hit by a car too. Yeah,
oh my God, I had no idea.
Experience.
He got me guitar picks there.
That's right. Yeah, I got Ryan guitar picks. Yeah. And Sam, you have a bunch of awesome covers you've uploaded too recently.
Just filler stuff until I, because I got to start back again with the. Do you want your guitars back, Michael? By the way.
I don't need them.
I'll take them.
They're in good hands.
Yeah.
Give them to me.
It's only the most famous Beatles cover instruments on the planet in my studio
stop
here.
it. Wait, hold on.
No, I'm gonna second Sam on that one.
The audience is enjoying that one.
Or can they boo? Can
No, only cheering, unfortunately. Hey, Paul, you got a couple new string videos too, right?
Yes, I do. I got the Rickenbacker 12-string one, going over his 63, the John 64 325, and his 65 360. And then, of course, all his Gretches minus the Duo Jet.
Dom, any updates from the new year? Any gigs? Any exciting
Well,
stories?
I am playing bass in a Beatles tribute band now.
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
name of it?
American English.
I saw that, but I didn't know who that was. This is Beatology, alternate.
No, they've been around for like 45 years. They're
Really?
Chicago. They're Chicago based, yeah.
Oh, that's cool that you joined them.
So I had a gig with them this Saturday, but I'm playing left-handed. So it's like I
You
had
know
to
how to
kinda-
play bass left-handed?
Yeah, did you see my story the other day?
No.
Really?
I only look at
talked
feet
to,
pictures. I don't look at your story.
Joe
That's
Kane
right.
about that, didn't we? How
Yeah.
he plays lefty bass.
So I had to really kind of lock back in because I hadn't done it in almost 2 years, really. But that's the big one, yeah. Summer's
Awesome.
going to be kind of booked. It'll be nice.
Thanks for watching our show, guys. We have a lot in store for you in 2025. We have interviews on the way with Tom Hartman, a former member of the 60s band The Aravons, who met all four Beatles at Abbey Road and famously held a bunch of Beatles guitars. Joe Kane, a one-man Beatles prodigy with a huge personality. And Warren Hewart, star of the incredibly popular Produce Like a Pro YouTube channel. We can also reveal what our next instrument deep dive will be: George Harrison's Rocky Stratocaster. So to the guitarists and George fans out there, watch out for that one. Those episodes were filmed with our old platform Zoom, so our higher quality upgrades will kick in during the Rocky episode or around then. We have tons more on the way for you guys. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.